Welcome to the very first WWE for beginners, or a beginner's course in WWE. Which one do y'all like more? Either way, for those of you who don't know me, I am Clarissa and I have been a WWE fan for years. And I don't know, with the recent rise in popularity for not only WWE, but wrestling as a whole over the last few years, I thought that this would be a great idea as a refresher for the older fans of things you may have forgotten, or, oh my God, I can't believe that did happen, and a crash course for the new fans so that they know what's going on and what to expect moving forward. The IWC knows that once January hits, we get excited, we get riled up, and we are counting down the days to Royal Rumble. And new fans may be slightly confused and not understand the significance and the importance behind Royal Rumble. And don't fear, I'm here to help with that. We're going to start off with the very beginning of what is the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble kicks off the road to WrestleMania, which is the biggest night in sports entertainment, the grandest stage of them all, the Super Bowl for WWE and probably wrestling as a whole. There is no bigger night in wrestling than WrestleMania, which is now a two-night event. Don't worry, we'll get to Mania in the future. Royal Rumble just so happens to also be my favorite PLE of the year. I always say, if we're going to call WrestleMania the biggest night of the year, we should 1000% call Royal Rumble the most magical night in sports entertainment or wrestling. Are we back to wrestling now? I hope we're back to wrestling now. We'll see. Royal Rumble is the first of the big four PLEs that WWE puts on throughout the year: Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. When it comes to Royal Rumble, Rumble is full of opportunity. It gives any person on the roster the chance to punch their ticket and get them a main event title match at WrestleMania. Things that one can only dream of. Careers and stars are made. It's the night. You never know what to expect and what's going to happen. And the most exciting thing is hearing that 3, 2, 1. The Royal Rumble is actually a battle royal match containing 30 different contestants, each assigned a random entry number. Throughout the night, every 2 minutes, you'll hear the buzzer and a new contestant will come into the ring. There's only one way to win, and that is to be the last man or woman or person standing. In order to be eliminated, the person must go over the top rope and both feet must touch the ground. That is extremely important. Put a pin in that, because that part, both feet must touch the ground, is extremely important, and we'll circle back to that in just a second. The winner of the Royal Rumble gets a title opportunity against the champion of their choosing at WrestleMania. Again, the grandest stage of all. This is their chance to make themselves a star, to cement themselves in WWE history. It's a big night. Like I said, Rumble is my favorite, but it's not just because of the ability to make a star, but to also bring back some of our favorites. While I will do a video regarding some of my favorite moments from Royal Rumble, I'd be extremely remiss to not mention the fact that Edge's Royal Rumble return is probably still one of the biggest returns to date to ever happen. I don't care. It blew the roof off the stadium. For those who don't know, Edge was out with a neck injury that was thought to be career-threatening for, I believe it was close to, if not completely, 10 years. And he shocked the world by coming back, entering the Royal Rumble. He is now in AEW as Adam Copeland, in case you're interested. Now, remember when I said put a pin in that both feet must touch the floor thing? Two people who are known for saving themselves is Kofi Kingston and Naomi. There are referees surrounding the ring for the entire match, and they are looking for two things. Did the person go over the ropes? Did both feet touch the ground? Because if one of these things didn't happen, that person is still in the match.
Kofi Kingston, skin of the cat, Miz is in trouble. Kofi still alive, hands on the floor. Remember, both feet have to hit the floor. Oh my God, dangerous situation. You got this. Oh my God. Look at this.
What's he trying to do?
I don't think you can fly.
You can't fly. This is impossible.
Kofi Kingston, you can't
to the ring in order to save himself. And one of my favorite and the funniest is that he falls on Xavier Woods.
Down, Jinder, don't let him hit you with a pancake.
What is going on here?
New Day acted as a pogo stick. What?
Either way, it was very dramatic, very entertaining, and it is one of my favorite things Kofi Kingston is known for. But he is not the only one. The Glow herself, Naomi, has had a few risky moments in the Rumble as well. She's been thrown out of the ring.
Naomi's still fighting, but feet
did not touch the floor. Feet did not touch the floor.
Are you kidding me?
Walk around.
Naomi's
Get on the announcer's desk. Take the cover of the announcer's desk.
what is going on?
Wait.
Into the ring. In another instance, she was hanging out. She actually fell on her back.
Wait a minute. Naomi's got a hold of Belair's hair.
What? She pulled herself back into the ring, and they worked together to throw their bodies out of the
Swan teamwork.
Are you?
While I'm sure there are many more, those are just two of my favorite people. And I, every year, enjoy seeing what they're going to do next in order to save themselves and keep the win. Another instance for Naomi is that she is actually a Battle Royal winner for WrestleMania. And she won because she did not go over the top ropes. She waited until the very last person was standing, got back in the ring, and was able to eliminate them. That is something that can happen at Rumble. You have to make sure you keep your eyes open and you watch your back, because it's not always your opponents you have to worry about. Sometimes it can be your best friend or even your own sister.
Twins in many ways.
Her in a Royal Rumble. While Royal Rumble was created back in the 1980s, it was only in 2018 when the women got their own version of the Royal Rumble. But that wasn't the first time we ever saw women within the Royal Rumble. The very first woman to ever enter the Royal Rumble was
The first woman ever to enter the Royal Rumble match. And Mr. McMahon, she got here.
The world's strongest man in Mark Henry before being eliminated herself. Now, it would take years before we seen another woman, and then it would come in 2010.
She goes right after Cole.
Oh, she just eating like a piece of chicken.
Michael Cole is already crying. I see tears running. Oh, yes!
The most recent woman to enter the Royal Rumble match happens to be the current WWE Women's Champion in Nia Jax. Nia entered the match in 2019 after attacking R-Truth for the 30th spot. Now, she has probably one of the biggest moments because not only did she get in there and end up eliminated, and of course, the devastating RKO from Randy Orton. Will we see that again? One can only hope. I would love to see Nia get back in the ring with the guys, or any of the women for that matter, because these women are strong, these women are tough, they can do it, and they can make it believable. Now, while the Royal Rumble is traditionally to earn a title shot, there's been two instances where the title was on the line in the Royal Rumble match itself. The first was back in 1992, where Ric Flair won the vacated WWF World Heavyweight Championship. The other was far more recent. In 2016, Roman Reigns, who was currently in his big dog era, was feuding with the Authority in Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, and he was forced to put his WWE Championship on the line in the Royal Rumble match. That means he had 29 other people who were obviously eyeing him because he is the champion. Why not get the champion out so that you know there's a new champion? And while Roman did come close to being able to retain his title, it was only a matter of time before Triple H took things into his own hands. He would enter at number 30, eliminate Reigns, and end up winning the Royal Rumble match and winning the title. Over the next few weeks, I'll be releasing a series of videos in regards to Royal Rumble, from things like my favorite moments, my favorite returns, who I would like to see potentially return for the 2025 Royal Rumble, and my predictions for the PLE as a whole, typically a few days before the PLE actually occurs. If there's any other topic you'd like me to cover within the world of wrestling, please let me know down below. Leave me a comment if this video helped you in any way. If you're new, I hope to give you a great welcome into this world of wrestling and this chaotic madhouse that we all seem to reside in. If you're an older fan, I hope to just give you a safe space to discuss something you love, as well as remind you of some of the things that you may have forgotten, because I know I forget things quite often. Make sure y'all like this video, subscribe, and hit that little bell notification so you see when I post the next one. So I have just one question for you. Are you ready?